So let me tell you the story. I've been shopping online for years. I've been shopping online since 2004, but I've been buying perfumes online for about 3.5 years or more. Never had a problem, never had an issue. I always buy from perfume retailers. Sometimes I buy perfumes of Amazon, sometimes I buy perfumes of eBay. I've never had a problem, never received a perfume that is counterfeit or dodgy in any way or old smelling. The only problems I've ever had is if I have bought a perfume as a blind buy, so that means that I've never smelt it before and I didn't like the smell of it. And that's happened quite a few times. Salvador Dali and a Guerlain perfume called Shalimar Perfume Initial I didn't like, amongst others, like an Oscar de la Renta Volupte. I didn't like that. Never had a problem. Until today. I love Giorgio Armani. See, that perfume is just, oh my goodness, it is just a beautiful scent. They've got the C. Armani Perfume Intense, which is a black bottle, black lid. They've got the C. Armani Eau de Parfum, which is like the clear bottle. And I can't remember the colour of the lid. But those two perfumes are, I mean, it's such a beautiful scent. The only problem I have with them is that it gives me headaches. I found them just headache inducing. The smell was divine, but no, I couldn't deal with it. So I had some samples of the Eau de Toilette. Little bit more fruity in composition. However, perfection. So I started to hunt online for the C. Armani Eau de Toilette. And to be honest with you, I'm such a pink girl that's the one that I preferred anyway. The bottle design, I mean. So I kind of went on to eBay. Done it before, never had an issue. Went onto eBay and I discovered someone that was doing a buy it now price or a best offer price. And so I put a best offer price in and it was accepted like that. And you know what? The only thing that I did differently to what I've done before is I didn't really research the person, how long they had been on eBay, or you know, I actually noticed that they've only ever sold 3 things in the whole time that they've been on eBay, and I think they've been on eBay for about a year, which is a short space of time, especially if you've only ever sold 2 items. In fact, I don't even know what the items that they had sold. I don't know what they were, whether they were just generic items or perfume. I don't know. So to be honest with you, my gut instinct was like, okay, I've won the buy it now price, but I don't know actually if I really want to buy it. But you know what? I just paid for it. I didn't ask any questions other than how soon it would arrive. Normally, I ask a little bit more than that. I ask, you know, regardless of what they say in the sales description. I mean, his sales description was it was an original, new in packaging perfume. And I normally ask, is it 100% genuine? But I didn't ask this time, which was funny. I didn't ask. So the perfume took a while to arrive. It took about a week to arrive. So that was making me think, because that's not what he said. He said it would, you know, arrive in like maybe 4 days, and it was taking a week to come. And I had my suspicions, but I was like, you know what? I mean, I've never had any problems, but you know, you have that little gut instinct. Follow it, people. When the perfume arrived, as soon as I opened the packaging, the postage packaging, let me show you what it is. Before I show you that, just wanted to share with you what I'm wearing today. This is Giorgio Emporio Armani. And this is the diamonds range. It's so lovely, really fresh and light and musky, but very dainty, very elegant. I have had it on since 9 a.m. this morning, and it's now like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's just lingering and lingering. It's really lovely, and I like the cut glass effect. I think this is the rose edition. It's a really like baby, dusty kind of pearly pink liquid inside, and it's lovely. It's a rainy day in London, and it's August, and this suits the weather. It's just lovely. So let me show you what arrived. Now, before I show you what arrived, I just want to let you know that I do have the original, and just learn from my experience. So this is what arrived. Now, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up properly, but let me tell you, this Cate Blanchette's outer packaging is extremely pixelated. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up. And as soon as I saw this pixelated Cate Blanchett, I was like, this is not genuine. Something fishy here. Okay, so what am I doing? So as you know, I cut the bottom of my perfume boxes so I can just slip the perfume out. I seem to have forgotten that. So, you know, it comes with all the... Look, as soon as I even got to this bit, I knew it was fake, because the gold base of it, I don't know, there was just something a little bit cheapy about it. I don't know if you're going to tell. Maybe you're looking at this thinking, what? How does she know it's fake? Like, what is... Forgot to show you something else. Right, so Cate Blanchett is the outer packaging. Sorry about this. And then this is the C. Armani packaging. Yeah? Look at the font. You know, the back and so on. Okay. Now, this is the bottle. Can you tell it's a fake? Like, seriously, can you tell this is a fake Giorgio Armani C. Eau de Toilette? Can you? Well, looking at it here in real life, it looks too plastic. It looks far too plastic. I took off the lid. It feels really light. I mean, it's got the logo, the Giorgio logo on the lid, but it looks, I don't know, there's something a little bit, the gold looks cheap. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good copy. I mean, I had to spray it, obviously, so I sprayed it. I mean, the person who I bought this off knows I've sprayed it, so I sprayed it. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. It smells good. It smells brilliant. It smells well, I can't say exactly, but it smells very close to the real thing. To be honest, I can't really tell. It smells good. Really good. But it's fake. I don't do fake. Sorry. I like dupes. You know what? If I bought a fake, like for example, I've got dupes of, I mean, these are like little £3 rollers that you get from the market. And they smell very close to lots of designer perfume brands. But, you know, it's not copied the packaging and, the, you know, it's not being sold to me as the real thing. So me spending £3 on a dupe of a perfume, that's not a problem to me. What the problem is, you're going online convincing people to spend their good money on a perfume brand that they respect and admire. You know, I'm a collector, and I'm not going to have a fake perfume in my collection. I think that's wrong. And I don't know if it's going to affect my skin. You know, it looks cheap, so I don't feel proud to have it on my display. And you lied to me. You lied to me. I don't like liars. So let me tell you how it went down. I straight away emailed the guy and said, listen, sweetheart, I want a refund because you sent me a counterfeit perfume. He replied and said he was quite camp in his responses, I'm not going to lie. He was like, sweetie, I don't know what you're talking about. This is not fake, da 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 da. You know, the distributors are genuine. They have licenses. Before I continue, I've been doing fake tan, so I've got fake tan hands, sorry. Yeah, so he was like, you know, really like, you know, supporting, you know, defending himself. And he was like saying, no, they're legit. And I was like, really? Because, you know, I'm checking the batch numbers and, you know, the batch numbers in the boxes. And yeah, they do tally up. I'm not going to lie to you, you know. See the embossed batch number? It tallies up with the sticker at the bottom. But, you know, even when I look closely on the sticker, I can see spelling errors. Like, they spelled perfume, parfum, and Parium. No. And I said, look, sweetheart, it smells good. I'm not going to lie to you, but it's not genuine. And I just do not endorse fake merchandise. You know, and I didn't know it was. If you had told me it was and I made the decision to, but you're telling me that it's new, tell me it's the original, don't lie. And to be fair, the price that I paid for this 100ml, you know, I could get a 50ml with lots of other additional goodies for the same price or cheaper. So, you know, anyway, you know, he then wrote back and said, oh, look, sweetheart, you know, if you don't like the perfume, all you have to do is send it back, but you're not going to get your refund until I get the perfume back. And I was like, that's not a problem. You know, if you're telling the truth, fair enough, but you need to contact your supplier because they've lied to you. And then he said, look, sweetheart, why don't we forget about all this? Because to be honest with you, the only thing that is that's wrong with the perfume is that it's the box. The box is damaged. You know, maybe I should have told you the box was damaged, but the actual liquid inside is real Giorgio Armani. And I was like, okay, well, sweetheart, it's not just the box that's damaged. You know, it's the fact that it's fake. Like, he's not getting it. Then he sent me another email saying, look, why don't we forget about all of this and let me give you a £10 refund. I was like, sweetheart, listen to me. Listen to me. Let me send you a link. And the link I'm going to send you are to various perfume retailers selling Giorgio Armani C. Not necessarily 100ml. Call it a 50ml. Yeah? Call it a 30ml. For cheaper than what you sold this to me for. Cheaper than what, you know, he sold it to me for. And look at the extras that you get with it. So I want a refund, okay? And then he immediately sent me his address. So let me show you what we're comparing it with. I don't know if you'll believe this. I mean, this is it was a good copy. It's a good copy in my opinion. Close up, looks cheap. As I'm showing it to you on the camera, it looks pretty good. So I'll get myself together. Right, so this is the original C. Armani 50ml packaging. This is what it looks like. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And this is the fake one. Pretty good, right? Pretty good. This one has an embossed. No, they're both embossed. But this one's kind of like more orangey peach, where this is more, I don't know, it's a deeper peach tone. But it's very difficult. I mean, if you didn't know your perfumes, if you didn't know that you was getting hoodwinked, then maybe you wouldn't, you know, realise. So, you know, they've done well. They've done well. Good copy. It's a shame, really. Why do they spend so much time? Why can't they just invent their own brand new perfume with all the, you know, what I'm trying to say, not the equipment, the technology that they use, the factories that they use, and the machines that they use to design the counterfeit. Why don't they just make up their very own one? Anyway, so that was the fake boxes. The fake box and the original box compared, sorry. And you want to look at the fake perfume bottle? compared with the original. This is the fake Giorgio Armani, see? And this, my darlings, is the original 50ml. The lids. Gold. The gold bases. This is the fake one, and in real life the gold base it looks a little bit cheap. This is the original. Batch numbers. The original one is white, like a more painted white, and the fake one is white, but it's not as painted. It's not as, like, the ink isn't as intense. I mean, and then the most obvious really is where C is stamped and where Giorgio Armani is stamped. You can see they're in different places. So the original Giorgio Armani, the stamp is at the very bottom of the perfume, and the fake has been put towards the, well, like underneath where the liquid is. My goodness. Disappointing. The colours are so close. I mean, my screen is not going to show, but the fake one is just a little bit more like blush pink, whereas this is more cream pink blush. What a copy. Also, the writing on the fake one, it looks like you could just scratch it off. I don't know if that's... It looks like you could just scratch it off. Whereas the original, it doesn't look like you can scratch it off. But I don't... Can you tell? Just going to turn the lids, because it's got that kind of, you know, tropical stone lid. Look at the shape. It's so... Oh, so surprised. Okay, so I'm going to send the fake one back. It's just not fair, you know. I'm not going to lie to you. If it was a tenner, I might keep it, you know, in a drawer somewhere and spray it. But it wasn't a tenner. Now, for the 50ml original, what's wonderful about getting it from a genuine supplier are the goodies that can come with it. So I bought this from a company called Essential, and I mean, this is such a good price, and I got free 2-day delivery. I also got some goodies. You won't believe this. I got 2 nail files. I didn't even know I was getting this. 2 nail files. I got a lovely Givenchy Live or Live Irresistible Eau de Perfume. I think it's Live. Why would they call it Live? And I got it's a brand called Givenchy Laboratoires, and this is their Lifter Active Supreme Progressive Anti-Wrinkle and Firmness Correcting Care. I don't know what this is. It might be like some type of eye cream, or I don't know, but you know, it's fun to kind of get some goodies when you buy perfume. But the best, sorry, I'm trying to hide it from you, so I've opened it already. The best goodie I got from buying an original perfume online from a genuine retailer is Emporio Armani clutch bag, and I think it's really lovely. So if you didn't want to keep it for yourself, you could always give it away as a gift. Yeah. It's really lovely. Look at this. Lovely clutch bag to take out with you on your travels, or going on your holidays, or for an evening out, or just in your handbag. It's nice and roomy. Can't remember which way to open it. Yeah, that side I open it. Yeah, it's a nice and roomy. Lovely like satin finish inside. Beautiful. And what I like about it is that it can hold your perfume. Isn't that lovely? So, lesson learned, you know, lesson learned. I mean, follow your gut instinct, ask questions if you even have a niggle of doubt, and yeah, that's it really. That's the only thing I didn't do. I should have just asked a bit more questions when I was feeling a little bit doubtful. But other than that, I don't want to put anyone off buying online. Even eBay and Amazon, I've got some great perfumes. The reason why people sell perfumes, maybe they work for the brand and they get them for free and they just want to kind of sell them, or maybe it's an unwanted gift, or you know, maybe it is somebody trying to sell perfumes, like genuine perfumes, and they just want to sell them. So you can get lucky. And this is my first boo-boo. This is the first one that went wrong. But you know, the great thing about it is that I'm getting a refund. And if you find that there may be difficulties with you getting refunds, you can always speak to eBay Direct or Amazon. So yeah, that's my little counterfeit perfume story. It's sad really, but you know, c'est la vie, we just learn. I really like this clutch bag. It's so cute. And this perfume, I'm going to talk about it in another video, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a very sexy, elegant perfume, and it's pretty sweet. It lasts for ages. Even though this is an eau de toilette, it lasts the distance. And you'll hear about it again because I'm doing a really cool video which showcases a lot of my most favoured perfumes, or most complimented perfumes, and I think this definitely has a place there. It's lovely. So I've already sprayed my Diamonds Rose by Emporio Armani, and this one I'm going to put on my wrists. Oh, it's such a lovely scent. Ah, ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. So lesson learned. Happy shopping, guys. Do your research. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And I'll see you soon. Bye.